A federal ban on bump stocks goes into effect in March. It's a victory for the Trump administration, who made it happen without passing any new legislation through Congress. And critics worry it might not be a permanent fix. So this is how it happened. In February of last year, President Trump directed the Justice Department to take another look at how bump stocks were classified. Here's how a bump stock works. A semi-automatic gun is a gun that fires one bullet each time the trigger is pulled. In contrast, a fully automatic weapon, like a machine gun, fires continuously for as long as the trigger is held down. A bump stock is a device that can replace a semi-automatic gun's standard stock. That's the part held against the shoulder. To use the gun's natural recoil to bump the stock back and forth between the shoulder and the trigger finger, which lets someone fire at a rate much faster than a human could possibly pull a trigger. At the time, the ATF already determined in 2010 that bump stocks couldn't be classified as machine guns because there's no mechanical function. Some gun owners have reportedly achieved the same effect with a rubber band. And the law doesn't distinguish between guns based on how fast they shoot.
If you did something based on the actual rate of fire, which is how we call speed, you would actually have to physically test every gun, which would be a system we don't have. There's no gun laboratory that does testing for the government in that way, and that would be a huge, infrastructure.
But the Justice Department reversed that in December, saying that bump stocks and similar add-ons are defined as machine guns because, quote, such devices allow a shooter of a semi-automatic firearm to initiate a continuous firing cycle with a single pull of the trigger. It's a semantic argument that relies on a very specific definition of what it means to pull a trigger, and one that critics say opens the ban up to even more legal challenges down the line. There's already been a handful of lawsuits filed.
We're seeing problems with technology outrunning the law in every aspect of American society, and especially with respect to guns, where new gun legislation is rarely passed. And so the difference between lethality being hinged on if you fire fully automatic or semi-automatic has been blurred.
And while those on the left are generally in favor of banning bump stocks, at least some Democrats argue that Congress should address them with new legislation rather than relying on the courts to play along.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.